Yo, this is Raging Rob. Something I want to talk about. I really don't talk about very often. But, you know, the thing about YouTube, I use YouTube to just discuss, maybe I want to just talk to myself and get something off my chest. And so I just make a video about it, And that's a good way to make a video. YouTube is a good way to, just talk to the world and get things off your chest, back in the day before YouTube, what did you do? I'm sure when you're alone, people talk to themselves or whatever. So pretty much, you talk to yourself, but you can do it on camera and let the whole world know. So, and that's pretty much what I use YouTube for. Being, I'm alone a lot because I'm in a truck and I'm single and whatnot. But I want to talk about YouTube and how I got started and advice to how to grow your channel or whatever. Just something that came across my mind. I was in a group on Facebook and the subject just happened to come up. So basically what I'm trying to say is you never know if you're going to get big or not. Some people get big, some people don't. You could shoot video after video after video and never make it. It happens by kind of like chance, just get that one video that everybody sees, or you do something really wacko, or you do something really controversial, or it could be anything. I've seen YouTubers that, they make 5 videos, but they made one video and it got 1 million views. I mean, look at Tommy Jordan, the only thing he did was shot up his daughter's laptop. And look how famous he got. One YouTube video. But then you got other guys out there that they make hundreds and they just don't make it. And you got guys like me. I got about 700 videos almost. And I got about 3,000 subs, 3,100 subs, somewhere in there. I'm upcoming, I've been on YouTube for 6 years. But I got a long ways to go if I want to get really, really big. So I might never get really, really, really big, like these 1 million subscribers or whatever. But I might. 6 years, I'm not disappointed for how many subscribers I got. How do I say this? You just never know. Some people make it big, some people don't. You don't know if you're ever going to make it big or if you're never not. It's just something that just kind of happens. There's no really anything you got to do, or just try to put as much work as you can into it, and if you're really that desirable about it, you probably get a better chance. But I really didn't mean to get started the way I did, but it just kind of happened. I didn't think it was going to come this far. I thought, oh, okay, I'll make a couple videos and blah, blah, blah. I didn't think I didn't see, years ago, I didn't see myself being a YouTube entertainer. Somebody says to me, well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't know. Married, got my own family, whatever, my own house. I didn't see myself making videos on YouTube. It just kind of happened. It all started, I was at a truck stop down in North Carolina in 2009, Kannapolis, North Carolina, and a Swift driver pissed me off, hogging the fuel aisle for a half hour, so I decided to go on YouTube and I typed in Swift drivers or whatever, and I'd seen some other people bitching, so I decided to make a bitch video about it, about bitching about this driver, and I decided, well, I got some more things and after that, I decided, well, I got a couple other things I want to get off my chest. So I decided to make a couple other things I wanted to get off my chest. So I made like 3 or 4 videos right from the start. That was back when I had my first channel, Rob Hot 192, deleted channel, had it years ago, 2009 when I started it. And back then, I used the name Rob Hot 192, which I used on, that name I used since like AOL, America Online days. I used that name since like 2001. But I thought, well, I got to call myself something. And I thought of, well, I like to rage a lot. Maybe I should call myself Raging Rob. And I just thought of the name Raging Rob off the top of my head because I thought it sounded cool and, look where it has become now. And now, like, with what's going on nowadays with the tyrannical takeover and the New World Order doing their shit. So I like to make videos on New World Order and, you know, the rise of the police state and just about anything that happens in my life. I like to give my political views on things, my views on certain news stuff like the LGBT community and how they're destroying Christianity, Obama, the fraud he is, just different other stuff, you know, the Illuminati and how they're destroying humanity through Satanism and the Satanists, Walt Disney and Satanism in the music industry and Satanism in Hollywood and how they're brainwashing humankind to bow down to their beliefs and how Christianity is being destroyed. And just a lot of political stuff I talk about. And then I got into the gaming stuff where I make Xbox Live videos. I made a few of those. And where's my channel going to take off from here? I don't know. Just whatever comes my way, I make videos about, you know, things that happen in my life. Every year I go down to the Woodward Dream Cruise, the world's biggest car show, and I shoot video there. So everybody's got their own thing they do on YouTube. So some suggestions I have: if you want to grow big, just keep making videos and promote yourself. They got promotion tools on Facebook. They also, you know, a good way to do it is link your Twitter account. Link your Twitter to your Facebook, or your Twitter to your YouTube, like I do. What I do is every time I like a video or favorite a video or upload a video, it goes right to my Twitter account. So that's a good way to get promoted. Another thing to do is sometimes you gotta stay on topic about what's going on in the news. You know, talk about the latest thing that's going around, talk about the latest trend that's going around. As you look at my previous videos, I'm talking about the latest trend on Facebook, this cutting for Zayn thing or whatever, you know. Stay on topic, latest trends. Sometimes a good way to do this, and I don't suggest being hateful or anything. I mean, no, my channel is not all about hate. I mean, I do attack other people and expose other people for the frauds that they are. That's basically what my channel is about, just exposing the evil frauds out there and just other stuff. I make videos on just about anything I possibly can. What goes on in my life, and what you do is up to you. So don't just take my advice. Do what you feel is right for you to grow your channel. But I'm just trying to throw you some tips out there. Sometimes attacking these big YouTubers and putting their name out there like that, you know, going after these big YouTubers, that can get you some brownie points, but it might not last a long time. You know, I went after Oppressador, and my YouTube channel subscribers right up. I gained a few hundred. I was already at like 2,400 before this Oppressador shit started, and now I'm up to 3,100. So just see where it goes from here. So another thing, if you want to make money on YouTube, like I'm making money on my YouTube. It's not a lot, but some people don't know that you can make money on YouTube. You have to search and join a network. There's a lot of evil businessmen out there. They just want to sign as many people as possible. And a lot of mistakes that these new YouTubers make is they just take a shitty business deal. They take the first one that comes at them, you know, and they don't read the contract over and shit like that. Like me, I'm partnered with the Freedom Network. It's pretty lenient. The Freedom Network is pretty lenient. A little bit of a contract. You can leave anytime you want. You know, it's pretty. Freedom Network, I really suggest. That's who I'm That's who I'm contracted with. I've been with them for about a year and a half now. Maybe a little over a year. Freedom Network is they're pretty lenient. They're good for starting out. So if you want to make money on YouTube, there's certain networks you can contract with. Uh, I just advise you to choose wisely and be very careful and read the terms over, because there's a lot of evil businessmen out there. They just want to rake the cash and get you to sign, pretty much. So a lot of YouTubers, a lot of mistakes that these new YouTubers make is they just sign the first deal that comes with them. So just be very careful, because then they got you down under a 2-year agreement or a year agreement. Or I'm not under any agreement on my contract. I can leave anytime I want or whatever. So just choose wisely if you're going to make money on YouTube. Copyright stuff. This one's a hard one. I mean, the copyright thing it's a really difficult subject to talk about. I've had a few copyright issues, not really anything major, but I've had a few copyright claims come up. To me, I just try to fight it and say, hey, I was just using the song for my video, or depending on where you get the song from. I never really had any major issues. Just don't outright copy somebody's video straight up and post it on YouTube. That's outright copyright infringement. I'm just saying, the music thing, add music to your video. I haven't really had that big I haven't really had any big problems. What I do pretty much is I just download YouTube videos and cut the song out and then add them to my video, instrumental or whatever. I've done that a few times. That's what I usually do. But sometimes, depending on what company you contract with, they have a list of songs you can put in your videos, and I'm not exactly sure. If you want to monetize your videos, or that's what I'm trying to talk about. I'm not a real good talker. But anyway, if I have a copyright claim come against one of my videos, I try to fight it, or I just delete the video if it's that big of an issue. I don't really see what the big issue is, because it's like free advertisement for them, because somebody will come to me like, hey, what's that song in your video? And I tell them, and they go search it, and it's like free advertisement, pretty much. Some of you are not familiar with how making money on YouTube works, or monetizing, how it works. Pretty much how it works is these companies, they get YouTube to advertise their product, and you monetize your videos to get advertisements. Like, sometimes you click on a video and you'll see an advertisement. So you see that product. So depending on how many views you get, what happens is you're getting a percentage of the advertisement fee that they're paying YouTube. You get a percentage of it, depending on how many views you get. And that's how it works. That's how you make money on YouTube, monetizing your videos. That's pretty much how it works. Turning advertisements on, and you're making money off how many. Because when somebody clicks on your video, what do they see? They see an advertisement. After 5 seconds, they can skip ad and go right to your video, or they can continue watching the advertisement. And there's been times I clicked on a lot of videos, I continue to watch the advertisement because it's something I'm looking for, it's something I like a certain video game or something like that, or a certain product. Like there was this product of it's like phone holder you can use for your car, and I seen the advertisement. It's like, shit, I can use that. So that's how you monetize your videos, but depending on what company you contract with. So don't take my word for it. Do your own research and go to other YouTubers and take their advice. I know I kind of stutter a little bit and kind of pause a little bit and think, so the one thing I do, if you notice my YouTube videos, I don't really rehearse and decide, okay, this is what I'm going to say in the video, this is what I'm going to say, this is what I'm I just turn on the camera and go. That's pretty much, and I just put out my thoughts as I do the video. That's pretty much what I do, and that's how I'm unique from other YouTubers. A lot of these YouTubers, they rehearse it and write down what they're going to say, and I don't do that shit. I never write down what I'm going to say. I just turn on the camera, and whatever comes to my brain, I let it go through my mouth. And that's why I tend to pause a little bit or whatever. So what you do is up to you. How you make your videos is up to you. There's a lot of good video editing programs out there. Sony Vegas is a real good one, but it's expensive. There's a few others. There's Blender, I think there is, where you can make your own intro. And the banner you see on my YouTube channel, it says Raging Rob. It's got the flames. That was a cheap little banner I made off some website. I can't even tell you the name of the website now. I have to look it up. But there's a lot of good editing programs out there if you want to grow your channel. A lot of these video editing programs, you know, they got the little stupid Windows Media Maker, which is a cheap little piece of shit program, but they got a lot of other good ones you have to put a little bit of money into. Sony Vegas I really recommend, but it's really expensive. It's like a couple $100. That's for like the big YouTubers like myself. I'm not a real big YouTuber. I got 3,000 something subs. I'm up and coming, so who knows where I'm going to be a year from now. Only time can tell. I might make it to 100,000 subs. I might never make it to 100,000 subs. I don't know. 6 years ago, I didn't see myself seeing... I'll be honest, I started YouTube in 2009. I never really see myself in the thousands of subs. I really didn't. I never thought I was going to come this far. I just thought it was something I just thought YouTube was going to be something like, oh, I'll just do it temporarily, put a video up, well, whatever, once in a while. I didn't think I was going to come this far. But one thing you got to be careful on YouTube is when you get famous or whatever, you got a lot of haters. You get people that are jealous of you, people don't agree with what you got to say, and people that want to start shit, and people want to, you know, make fake profiles of you and what have you. You know, take things that you say out of context and make their own videos of you. When you get, the bigger you get, the worse it gets. That's what it seems like. So, not trying to discourage anybody, but depending on what you do, you do have some haters out there. I'm 32 years old. I could give a shit what anybody does and says about me on the internet. I could care less because I'm 32. I'm not 17, you know, versus a 16, 17-year-old that they go in a depression. I'm an older guy. I really don't give a damn. I could care less. I just do what I do, and people agree with me or either don't, and they take what I say out of context and do whatever they want to do. You know, I got a couple of big trollers up my ass. The haters, they come and go. Sometimes they last longer than other haters last longer than others. Some of them last for years, some of them last a few months, whatever. But there's a guy out there, his name is Woody's Gamertag, and he threw down some advice, which I gotta agree with this guy, what he said about haters. He once said on his channel, a hater is just another video view, and I totally agree with him. So, I just want to put my thoughts about YouTube and how I got started, and my suggestions for you. Just do what you do, and just be careful when it comes to the copyright claims. Do your own research. Don't be too racial or prejudiced on YouTube. And myself, I talk about gun rights a lot. Sometimes I flash my guns, but one thing you don't do on camera is point your gun at the camera, because they see that as threatening. YouTube will take your video down. So just use your common sense. Don't be an idiot. Don't be too racial or prejudiced or anything like that. I mean, you can cuss and swear. It's, you know, freedom of speech, yeah, but just use common sense, okay? So, and don't just take my word for it. Do your research on other YouTubers. I know I'm not the best person to get research off of. So, this is Raging Rob. This is what I do. Check my other videos out. There'll be more videos to come. If you do follow my channel, you know I'm a truck driver, roller skater, gamer, entertainer, whatever. I talk a lot about politics and. But anyway, I'm in Illinois right now. I'm on my way to Cincinnati, Ohio, and within the next coming year, I'm thinking about moving to Florida. That's a possibility. So stay tuned for more videos.